Welcome to the Tech on Toast podcast. My name's Chris Fletcher and I am your host. Summer's here and your restaurant's about to get busy. Packed patios, back-to-back tables and fans glued to the game on every screen. Come on, Harry Kane! It's one of the most exciting times but also one of the most demanding. When service spills onto the patio and orders start flying in, things can get chaotic fast. But what if you had a system built to keep everything flowing? Lightspeed is that system. It's a powerful EPOS and payments platform designed to help your team stay fast, focused and in control, no matter how busy it gets. With tableside, staff can take orders and payments anywhere, turning tables faster and keeping guests happy. Moving to the back of house, Lightspeed KDS keeps your kitchen running smoothly, so every order is clear, accurate and fired at the right time, even during peak rush. From front of house to the kitchen, Lightspeed connects everything, helping you reduce errors, speed up service and deliver standout guest experiences all summer long. This season, don't just keep up with the rush, own it with Lightspeed. Now enjoy the show.
We are very well known in Brighton, and if you're going to Brighton for the day and you've looked for somewhere for a nice meal, you would have definitely eaten in a Black Rock restaurant. It's about building a network of our 100 most loyal customers in each site and really getting under the skin of what they want from a Black Rock restaurant. For me, it's really important that the nuts and bolts and the stuff that is less sexy on paper is working really well for us so that I can actually really think about how we drive the brand forward, and that's really, as a director, what you need.
But I think it's fascinating that you guys can see, especially in marketing, to see that end-to-end result. Ruth is a former sculptor. Didn't sell loads of her product. Am I right in saying this?
Oh, I wasn't very talented.
You made a sundial. I remember this. You made a sundial.
Yeah, it's still in Norwich.
Yeah.
We went to saw it the other month.
Oh, did you?
It's been graffitied.
Oh, really?
Really rude. I think it's just being accessible, and I think that you can lose sight of that in a brand quite easily by price crunches.
I do agree that I generally never make decisions on price. I mean, honestly, even when I couldn't afford whatever I thought I wanted to do, it was all about the experience. It always has been for me. And I think that's the same for 9 out of 10 people. If you have a great time, you're probably going to go back.
I have a strict rule. It's like, use ChatGPT to cut down your admin hours.
Yeah.
But everything needs to have a human lens on top.
Does it feel very local then, do you think?
If you're a Black Rock fan, you're a Black Rock fan.
Really?
And people will really invest in everything you're doing.
Welcome to the next episode of the Slightly Chaotic Tech on Toast podcast. And today I'm going to say rejoin because I think you were number 32. Sounds terrible, doesn't it? Number 32 in my harem, and now you're reappearing at 210.
Oh my God, you've been busy.
Yeah, I have. It's Ruth Carpenter, Sales and Marketing Director at Black Rock Restaurants. Not Black Lock, as I wrote.
Definitely not.
In the questions, Ruth, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm all right. I like that you have comfort.
You've
cushion.
got to stay comfortable.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I do this all the time, even at home.
Ruth arrived with one earpod in saying, I've got to do a call, and was pacing up and down outside.
It was stressful.
So what are you doing? How have you been? Last time I saw you, you were at the PPs, Pizza Pilgrims, and prior to that, I think you'd only been there a year at that point, maybe?
Yeah, then I was there for 3.5 years.
Through their major turnaround, I suppose.
It was a busy time. Grew the business from 16 to 31 by the time I left.
Wow.
Then left in October, took a month off, and then I've been at Black Rock ever since.
Any sculpting in your month off?
Do you know what? I did actually.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I helped a local studio to help out.
For reference, Ruth is a former sculptor. Didn't sell loads of her product. Am I right in saying this?
Oh, I wasn't very talented.
You made a sundial. I remember this. You made a sundial.
Yeah, it's still in Norwich.
Yeah.
We went to saw it the other month.
Oh, did you?
It's been graffitied.
Oh, really?
Really rude.
Say Ruth was it.
Or this is shit.
And then you had your month off, and then you've turned up back down on the coast.
Yeah, I've gone to Brighton.
Are you from Brighton originally?
No, I live in Lewisham.
Oh, okay.
So it's quite a new audience. I found that really interesting, like how to talk to London markets versus how to talk to Brighton markets.
And would you call it a regional market, like I would when I used to work in Liverpool, Manchester, Leeds type thing? It was a different type of vibe.
I mean, they're close enough to the way Londoners think that it's
unlike Leeds, Manchester, Liverpool.
It's a much easier job than when we were opening in completely different cities at Pizza Pilgrims.
Wow.
But definitely their spending behaviours are different, and how they react to social content and marketing collateral in general is different.
Really? And have you just found that out over time, I suppose, or by
finding out
what's the
over
word? Trial and error?
Yeah, trial and error. A lot of trial and error.
A lot of error.
I've been there 6 months, and I have to say that I've learned a lot. Like what would work.
Always be learning, Ruth.
Definitely doesn't work at Black Rock.
Really? That's so interesting. Isn't it mad how brands have their own, even though from a consumer's point of view, you might think, oh, they're quite similar. They're a similar type vibe, similar type people in the rest, but actually very, very different in the way they reach their market and the way they manage it.
And different for me because I've gone from like a really casual pizza brand that has a lot of fun and is really strong on socials,
To a
has
proper
a great
job.
story, to like a really premium
Yeah.
business that.
Well, tell us about the
has to
premium.
drive.
What is BlackRock? For those who don't know who BlackRock is, like AI, tell us a bit about it, like what sites you have, and because it's not just one brand, right?
No, so we're a collection of restaurants. We are very well known in Brighton, and if you're going to Brighton for the day and you've looked for somewhere for a nice meal, you would have definitely eaten in a BlackRock restaurant.
Do you know I've never been to Brighton?
Pardon me.
Honestly, Sarah.
That is a sin.
Honestly, never been. I don't know why. We had a Carlucci's there as well, and normally that means I would have been there. I don't think I've ever been there.
We'll have to go for lunch.
I've been to Worthing. Is that near Brighton?
Yeah, right next door.
That's about my
But
uni
why
mate
would
was there.
Why would you end up in Worthing and not go to
Because
Brighton?
my mate at uni lived in Worthing. His parents did, so we went to visit him once.
Yeah, but did you not stroll
Maybe
down
we
the
did.
road?
Is it far down from Worthing?
It's about a 15-minute stroll.
Oh, probably went there. But that's it. I've never, like, as a
Well, we'll go for
adult.
you need to sort that out.
We'll come and visit.
That's
Sorry,
shameful.
carry on explaining.
So we own brands like Burnt Orange, the Salt Room, Coal Shed Brighton. We've got an Italian concept called Tutto, and we've just opened our first like pub concept, which is called the Crazy Goose.
Oh, I saw that. There was a big hurrah about that on LinkedIn, wasn't there?
Yeah, it's they're really nice brands, and I guess what's the difference is that they really approach everything they do from really talking about quality and customer experience, and it being a special occasion when you come to a BlackRock restaurant, and it's that level of polish that.
Is that quite fun though to be able to? Do you have to individualize the marketing then potentially to each
Yeah, we're
brand?
basically marketing for 6 brands at all times.
Wow.
So it's very different approach. At Pizza Pilgrims, we do one big campaign.
Yeah.
It would hit all of our sites, obviously. This is extremely tailored.
Yeah, because
I
founders think
definitely
it's
never
fun, right,
try
to
it.
open loads of brands, don't they?
Yeah.
So I have multiple brands, whereas the team are like, which one are we doing today? So yeah, so you're laughing, you're nodding. Okay.
Crying aside, but laughing.
And do you have a favourite out of the? Well, how many? There's 6 different.
There's 6 different.
I'm sorry, it's asking which is your favourite kid, and you can't really do that.
Oh, easy. Burnt Orange. I'll
Really?
say it, yeah. But
To match your
soon
hair.
to be the Salt Room, I think. We're just about to do a £2 million refurb on the Salt Room.
Wow.
Which is 12 years old. And I'm really excited about it.
So talk me a bit more about getting under, because you talked about the Brighton local who visit you, and I'm guessing people around from Worthing probably come as well. My mate Gary. But how do you get under the skin of that? How do you know kind of how to market to those people? I know we talked about trial and error, but is there a particular avenue you're using, or is there a channel you use that's more successful than others?
I think it's a completely different approach to Pizza Pilgrims. We've had to go quite old school with it. It's about building a network of our 100 most loyal customers in each site and really getting under the skin of what they want from a BlackRock restaurant or their favourite restaurant. So we've done a lot around segmenting what our guests actually want to hear about and how we tailor our approach to marketing to them. We've held lunches where we've got them in and hosted a lunch.
Almost
and really
like
got
a
under the skin of
Customer workshop type thing.
exactly of what they want. We've definitely done a bit of spray and pray as well.
Nothing wrong with a spray and pray.
Yeah, sometimes it's needed just to see what works. A lot of A/B testing, but really like starting from the ground up of like who is our customer, and actually I guess that piece of work really fueled this refurb at Salt Room, because in some of our restaurants, our audience is not as diverse as we need it to be to survive for the future.
Yeah.
So we're really having to look at brands which have maybe aged with us too far, which was Salt Room.
Yeah.
And how do we really bring that
bring
to
it back.
attract a younger audience as well as still make that core
It's
customer.
fascinating, isn't it? The life of a restaurant. If you think about an independent, because effectively you've got independent restaurants amongst the brand, right? And I think it's fascinating to look at like your local Italian that's been there forever, and sometimes you drive past and think, how the hell, when all I hear is doom and gloom everywhere about everything, that guy at Vincenzo's on the top of my street in Caerphilly is still there after 15 years. And it's because they know their customer. And I'm sure they don't have elaborate marketing teams or anything like that, but I think it's just because that they really get what their customers are. And I'm guessing to do that for multiple brands is a bit more tricky.
Yeah, it's taken me a good 6 months to really get under the skin of what our marketing strategy should be. And then also being really smart with the reality is you can't look after every brand the same way at the same time because you would burn out. And we've still got quite a small team for how many restaurants.
Yeah, how many in your team?
So there's 7 of us, but half of them are sales managers and half of them work on the marketing team. So that is very much split. But we've merged the 2 teams, which has been incredible, actually. Probably the smartest move we could have done. But yeah, it is tricky because you can't look after every child equally.
Oh, tell me about that. Just had one in tears. I feel so, honestly, whenever I'm away, it's always the same. And I'm going to ask this question. Must have some tech. I'm interested in your tech choices. Well, they're not your choices, right? Let's put that.
I have inherited.
Some of you've inherited. I know one of them you didn't inherit.
Oh no, we just bought.
Yeah, because I recognise that name and I thought, oh yeah, that's only come from you. So talk us about, because I think the challenges around Martech, or whatever they call it, is interesting marketing because it seems quite a fluid market around. There's a lot of stuff around. A lot of people saying this is the best, this is the best, this is the best. And I'm fascinated that we worked with. Do you remember Paytronics? Do you remember them knocking about the American thing? And they were like a big, I suppose, for Pizza Pilgrims in 10 years, not even for now. It's like for the big enterprise guys. But what are you using in terms of CRM? What have you got?
We've got Airship.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were there, and that's not uncommon, right? There's a lot of people using Airship.
I feel like every man and his dog in hospitality uses Airship.
Dan's fault. Yeah,
he's good at marketing.
He really is good at him and Sam. Are, probably 2 of the best. But and so Airship, and then what else? What do you use for? Do you do much paid social or?
Yeah, we use EDGEY, which I did actually bring in my first month. And he's actually worked with my colleague Rachel, who's digital marketing manager.
Okay.
And that's actually been transformative for the business. When we joined, we were using a local, bless his soul, Chris.
His name was Chris.
His name was Chris. He was really like an expert in Google ads, but he didn't really understand the meta space. That just wasn't.
I mean, Sarah's behind the camera here, but we hate PPC paid. I want to do it. But and Jack won't do business yet. He'll only do you guys first. He won't do B2B yet. He's coming soon, apparently, he tells me. But he is in such a specialised market because I think, I don't care about AI or anything. Honestly, that's difficult to get it right. Do you know what I mean? You've got to spend a lot of money. I don't even want to know what you're spending, but I guess you invest quite heavily into it.
We invest
as a proportion
enough.
of your budget.
It's enough, but we're still not spending probably half as much as someone like the Alchemist is spending with Jack. But I think the biggest success story on him, just to give Jack a little shout out,
Listens
is
every
that before we got EDGEY on board, we were working with this local. It was costing us about £55 per customer.
Right.
From them to click
so from spending your money to
book
get
in. So after they paid their bill, £55 of that was going back to like ad fees.
Yeah.
And then we might make like 20 quid. Jack's got that down to £11.
What?
In the first 3 months.
And why? Through content or?
Just by knowing, testing, trialing, like different.
He's in a unique position, isn't he? Because he's working with so many restaurant brands now that I'm guessing internally they've we've got this down.
But the most reassuring thing and the way that I've been able to secure this cash at board level is that it's all trackable.
Yeah.
So there's none of that trying to prove that
selling the magic
you've got
dust.
the return of investment. It's there in black and white. It's linked into SevenRooms. There's no fucking about and arguments about it.
It's fascinating, and we're spending a lot of time internally actually at Tech on Toast trying to prove what the work we're doing for our partners, because we're like, we don't want to have calls. We're like, oh yeah, we're just really good and really nice people. It needs to be something you can go, look, there's your return. That's what we did, and I think. Because of AI, we're going to be able to do it quite quickly. But I think it's fascinating that you guys can see, especially in marketing, to see that end-to-end result, because it's hard, right, for you guys. I think sometimes you do a lot of magic. What's the word? Jazz hands.
Pizza Pilgrims, like to prove it, because we weren't using someone that had an end-to-end tracking capability built in. Yeah. So it's been. Normally, paid is my biggest bugbear, and that's the thing that I. How are you?
So if you take Jack out the equation, could you do it on your own? No.
I have no idea what sorcery he does, but he has a brain that my brain does not like.
Does not compute.
Does not understand, yeah.
And so he does all the heavy lifting then. So you will say, we've got this much money and we'll look for this kind of result.
I can't take any credit. It's my wonderful digital marketing manager that's looking.
You can. It's kind of your job just to take that credit.
Yeah, fuck you, Rachel. She has done all the legwork.
Rachel's been managing Jack, but do you provide the content, or does he do that as well?
So we will provide the content, but he will give us a really tight brief of what he needs. So it really is collaborative, and I think we're just about to get even better return because as we give him better content, and more
Yeah.
flexible
Because you're learning too,
content,
right, I guess?
Yes. And also, we just don't have the resource in-house at the moment.
And what is it?
Just bought that in.
Is it stuff like, I mean, I don't know, what are the ads? Is it like book this, do that type thing?
At the moment, they're a mix of video content to amazing food shots to very much text-based ads, and then they trial and error what ones are actually driving, like the bit.
So you can see side by sides?
Yeah.
Wow.
And any that are underperforming, we will turn off and invest more money into the ads that are working. But it really does need that lens from someone like EDGEY that understand what's working and what's not, and also Rachel to push that engine forward because it's.
He says to me, I spoke to him about it a while ago, and he said, you've got to give me some money, Chris.
Yeah.
He goes, you've got to try and like really go for it. He goes, I'll get you results, but you can't half. I think what I've done in the past, I put 500 quid here, 500 quid there, tried it and gone, oh, no, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But he said you've got to jump in.
It's a long lead plan, and I think that's where they have really like helped like strengthen our voice at board level around securing more cash for paid ads.
And that's key, right? You mentioned that twice, though. So it must be something that's important to you that actually, when you sit in that room amongst those people, that you actually have your own your flag in the sand to say, this is what we did, this is what we spent, this is what we got.
Yeah, because otherwise it falls on deaf ears. You don't secure the cash that you need to for the year ahead. You then end up spending that money anyway on something that's not working, and then you can do less fun shit. So it's like, for me, it's really important that the nuts and bolts and the stuff that is less sexy on paper is working really well for us so that I can actually really think about how we drive the brand forward. And that's really, as a director, what you need.
And that's what you'd argue when you hear about AI and all this stuff coming in, that actually everyone keeps, I remember the phrase that everyone uses in Tech on Toast, tech's an enabler. I want to punch myself in the face saying it, but it's so many times. But that is the point, right? That the point is talented people in their roles like you have stuff around them, whether it's an EDGEY or whether it's a bit of kit, CRM, whatever, that enables you to make better brand decisions and grow the brand. That's your job,
I think external agencies are there to make you look good.
Yeah.
And if they're not, and you're having to pull them up, then
Get rid.
fucking hell, get rid of them because you're just going to have way too many headaches.
That's a really good point. And what else have you got? So you've got EDGEY. I mean, the EDGEY show. Welcome. You've got Airship. Sorry, Dan, you didn't get as much airtime.
Yeah, not
And
personal.
you mentioned something else. What was glue? You mentioned glue.
Yeah, so we've just onboarded Glue as our gifting platform.
Oh, now you're going to upset Toggle now, aren't you?
But the reason why we went with Glue is because it's just so beautiful
the name's
end
cool.
to end, and also it's just really premium for the customer, and the customization and the way that it can be delivered to customers digitally and fulfillment wise is.
And I guess that's quite a big deciding factor actually when you're working in premium, that you need to purvey what. Because when I was asking about the content before with Jack, how much control is he allowed? I bet you guys this is how we need to be kind of purveyed. You can't really do that yourself on Canva. You need to do, this is how it needs to look.
Yeah, our graphic designer.
Yeah,
all there.
that's what I mean. So that high end, and I guess with Glue to be able to deliver it in that premium way is kind of super important for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. And we spoke to, do you know what? I really wanted to go with Lee. I think Laurence is amazing and really like him. But the fulfillment
Laurence is
wasn't
tall,
there.
Dutch, and doesn't wear socks. So just saying.
I like techno music.
He does love techno music.
I really love his energy. I love how passionate he is about.
It's interesting, isn't it? How you said actually the last three things you've bought or mentioned, you've mentioned the people, not the tech.
I think you're buying into people, though.
No, but we agree.
The brain behind the tech.
We agree, but I think don't think many people out it normally. But actually, you just said it 3 times.
I think that if someone is willing to be collaborative and a real partner, you will get the most out of the tech because they will build stuff for you.
100% agree.
And I don't think that people see the potential in tech. You kind of got to make friends with people and then go, could you build this for me, please?
Honestly, I built my career on it. That's all I've ever done. Just like me and you met. I don't even know how we met, but I just think you
I don't know how we met either.
Don't know why.
How?
But we did, and you become mates, right? It's work mates, and it's like, but it's important because when you need that person, or when relationships are hard, or whatever that's going on in your professional world, you need those people to lean on because it's a lonely place, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't really lean on your colleagues.
And when
your colleagues,
shit goes wrong, it's your fault.
Yeah.
So you need to get people on your side and really buy into your brand.
Yeah.
To help you when things aren't working.
And I agree, actually, all 3 of them, Dan, Laurence, and Jack, actually.
People.
They're all smart. They're all smart guys who are very heavily invested in their product, but more in their customers, which is something they all trips off their tongue constantly. They just talk about the customers. Fascinating. What else you got? Anything else?
We're using Glue for our loyalty platform.
Oh,
which is
loyalty.
in
What do
the
you do for your
works.
loyalty then? Is it like tiered or how does it work?
Well,
Oh.
I'd love to tell you, but it's a big old secret.
Oh, is it really?
It's going to be a multi-site loyalty scheme
Right.
that would be tiered very much around experiences. So
Yeah,
we want people
less
to
about-
really feel
yeah.
like they are part of the brand, especially as we are Brighton-based. Most of our customers are very loyal customers that have strong return visits.
Does it feel very local then, do you think?
If
yeah.
you're a BlackRock fan, you're a BlackRock fan.
Really?
And people like will really like invest in everything you're doing.
Would he take it out of Brighton?
I mean, we have
Does he
one in
need to?
London Bridge.
Right.
But she's a bit of a like she needs some help.
An outlier.
Yeah, I mean, great food, great team, but because it's not Brighton, I think the translation has landed.
No, I think
correctly.
again,
That's
it's
a challenge.
brand is super fascinating, right? Because sometimes when a brand's grown locally, even though it's different badges on each brand, people know, right? Like you said, the locals know. They know that it's BlackRock. And I think when you come out of that little geography bubble, all of a sudden it becomes more challenging. I'm sure you will have seen it with Pizza Pilgrims when you first left London, that actually people are like, who are you? You know, and you get that same treatment. So it is interesting to see how things succeed or not. What was the first one that went out of London? Pizza Pilgrims, was it?
Oxford, but it's
Oh,
closed
God.
now.
Yeah, Oxford College is close
And
to
then
there.
second was Brighton, which was my first opening.
The one with the football pitch. It's just weird. I don't
I walk
understand.
past it every day now. It's quite
Really?
I'm like,
There's one here actually. As we walked in here, just down the road here on the right.
yeah, Brick Lane.
Is that what it is? Brick Lane, yeah. We see it all the time. I always think of you. Anyway, and tell us a bit more about the Salt Room refurbishment. So it was driven by the fact that you had better data, or your data was telling you that actually we need to support a new breed of customer?
Our data was showing us that we very much needed to support a new breed of customer. So our customer set was around 65 plus.
Right. Really?
Yeah, or for
Like a
special
Carluccio's.
occasions only. You know, because the price point's high.
Yeah.
It's amazing locally caught fish, cooked over fire. The concept is simple, but it's also expensive.
Yeah.
And we wanted to work with fish suppliers that really valued quality and ethically sourced fish as well. So that comes with a higher price tag, which meant that we'd driven ourselves into either being only affordable to people with a huge disposable income, which is that older demographic, or for special occasions. So on weeks like
Yeah, it really
graduation,
limits you,
we
didn't it?
were
Yeah.
packed.
Yeah.
For Christmas, packed. But for the rest of the year,
Tuesday
we were struggling
afternoon
to fill those day parts.
Yeah.
They tried many things, and I think the quality wasn't quite there, and the interiors was looking quite tired because it had been open for around 12 years. So when I joined, we very much had aspirations to refurb it, which then we closed in Jan. And then for the last 3 to 4 months now, we've been really working on how we bring the Salt Room into...
Ooh. What have you done then,
Today.
brand-wise? What have you done? So is it a shift from the actual, what it looked like before, or is it?
Everything
Oh,
has
really?
shifted. So the branding, we've really landed on a much younger, more colourful, brand guideline style. We've completely refurbed the interior, so it should feel like you're in the Riviera for an hour on your lunch break. It's stunning. It's got now a completely weatherproof terrace, so you can sit out there, rain or shine, which will be the first in Brighton. I didn't realise that.
Really?
Yeah. We've got
First
windows that-
weatherproof or first? Can't be the first
Weatherproof.
terrace in Brighton.
Weatherproof terrace. And yeah, it's just a really beautiful space. And I think that it will be very popular for weddings and special occasions still. But we're really trying to get that younger audience in by having sunset sessions on the terrace.
Hence your
with
loyalty program.
DJs.
Yeah.
We want the menu to feel like you can come in and have amazing crudo and lovely rosé and leave and only spend £25.
Yeah.
Or you can stay for your absolute blowout dinners. We want it to feel very much like a space where you can have many experiences in one area. So the bar now is standalone. You can just have a couple of cocktails if you wanted and bar snacks.
It's very interesting. So I was in Dublin. I'm going to tell you a story. Last week? Don't know, 2 weeks ago, for an Irish thing called Felcher. It means welcome in Irish. Anyway, but it was funded by the government, and they brought a load of brands on stage. And it was. Have you heard of Saba? So there's a guy who owns this thing called Saba in Dublin. I think he's got 6 sites, and he talked about accessibility of say all these high end. Think about the Harrods and all these places you can't go there because you can't afford it, right? As a normal dude or whatever. but they're all working really hard on being able to have a Harrods experience for a lower price point, or a Sabre experience, as he talked about, for a lower price point, to kind of bring people into the web, which is exactly what you were just talking about. So enabling people to come and try your venue, not at the price ticket that your 65 pluses might try, but more on something they can have a little bite, they can have something to eat and out again and get out again. So that experience, that kind of different angle. And I think that sounds really familiar to what I was hearing in Dublin the other week.
Yeah, I think it's just being accessible, and I think that you can lose sight of that in a brand quite easily by price crunches or rising living wages and all that shit that we're hit with every year.
You should be Prime Minister.
I should.
This is shit.
Vote for me.
I'd definitely vote for you. I think it'd be a laugh for a year probably. Then we'd probably have to get rid of you.
Yeah, I'd probably get sacked in 2 weeks.
Some bloody.
How quickly can I swear on national TV? So yeah, it's just about like making sure that people feel really comfortable and that you protect experience above everything else.
Yeah.
And I think it's really easy to get lost in just putting prices up, layering on price to mask other issues.
It's so difficult. It's so difficult, right? Because I think that if you're in that position where you've got to survive, right? Because people love you and people come to you, but internally you've got to survive. You've got to pay the bills. So I understand the pressure on the operators to go to price, but I do agree that I generally never make decisions on price. I mean, honestly, even when I couldn't afford whatever I thought I wanted to do, it was all about the experience. It always has been for me. And I think that's the same for 9 out of 10 people. If you have a great time, you're probably going to go back.
And I say this to my sales team all the time. It's like, are you going to hold out for a 4K minimum spend, exclusive hire? Or would you rather take £450, but it be busy?
Yeah.
And people have a great time and tell their mates?
Yeah.
Like, it's about having that flex of like, yeah, okay, we want those higher price ticket like bookings, but also like, you can't shy away from then never accepting a wedding for someone that wants to get married next weekend because they've just had terrible news and they need to get married quickly.
Yeah.
We've had lots of those things where it's just like you need to put experience and customer service.
Liverpool, we call that a shotgun wedding for different reasons.
Yeah, you need to be human about it still.
Yeah.
But the ultimate goal is that sales need to be there to pay for all the fun stuff. But
yeah, I think it
shouldn't be exclusive.
I think there's a scientific way behind it now, because you think about the Jack's job almost, or the social person's job, that actually the great experiences need to be shared, right? So everyone needs to see them, and 10 years ago we couldn't do that, or 15 years ago we couldn't do that, but now we can. So a great experience for a lower price tag will lead to someone paying 65, whatever, plus next time they visit. So yeah, it's very interesting. And when's that open?
It's opening officially on the 19th of May.
Oh my God, that's like soon.
Yeah, and we've got
the
launch party this Saturday. No.
We and Sarah were just checking our email for our invites, but I couldn't see it now.
Oh, sorry, you must have got lost.
Bit like Bill's. We didn't get the Bill's invite, Tom James, if you're listening. Just Sasha, I'm only your mentor. Anyway, so AI's no one's. I feel like everyone's switched off already. AI's like everywhere. I'm so bored of saying that as well. It's a bit like my other things that I can't be bothered with. But is it creeping into your world? I know it's in your product anyway, probably. But are you using Claude or ChatGPT or anything like that internally?
Me and ChatGPT are best friends.
Right. Okay.
He is a colleague that deserves a pay rise.
Okay.
He's the hardest working person on my team. No, we love it, but I have a strict rule. It's like, use ChatGPT to cut down your admin hours.
Yeah.
But everything needs to have a human lens on top. So put in all of the ideas, all of your personal preferences, what you like and what you don't like, so it feels really like personalized, and then rip it up and start again, but with a lens that they've done the heavy lifting.
That is so true. I was talking to Matt Bell, name drop, who's the I think he's the MD, CEO of Molly's, and he said that he was getting more and more work come to his desk that had been AI'd. And he said it was becoming, no frills, no this, that. He's like, oh, for God's sake. And he said, all I want my team to be is curious, because I'm really worried that they stop being curious because they're just fixing things really quickly.
Yeah.
And he said, so the minimum requirement to work for Molly's is you have to be curious of anything that's been written. You have to sense check it and say, would I write that? Does it make sense? Does it fit the brand?
Yeah.
Because the bots know a lot, but they don't know everything, and they're not emotional like you.
Yeah, and I
Especially
always just reject anything that's just come straight out.
That no thing is such a giveaway, and it used to be when the hospitality landscape is dynamic. That was the other one I used to see constantly.
You can always tell because people don't
take out
the really long end dashes
Yeah.
or like the no food, no something. And it's just like, guys, I'm not stupid.
I know.
Like,
And it's weird, actually. I
you can
noticed.
sneak it past me, but you can't.
I don't know if on LinkedIn, I've noticed recently, I was just scrolling the other day like you do, and I was like, fucking, all of these posts are bullshit. Mm-hmm. Like, I know all these people, they don't talk like that. And I was just thinking, it's so weird. It's literally changing the surface of what we do. So it is a little bit scary. But you're using it. Have you discovered Claude yet? Have you used much of Claude?
No.
Okay, I'm going to blow your mind.
Oh, God.
Not now, but Claude Design, check it out. So where you use ChatGPT and probably Canva together, maybe. I don't know if you use that in the team. But Claude Design will blow all of that out the window.
Do you know what?
It's crazy.
I really don't want to ever use it for, like, design. Because, do you know what?
I know, the creativity. Yeah, I know.
It's just that art degree of mine.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
like,
know.
those poor fuckers that are
Just go in there in a
designers.
dark room quietly on your own, just have a little go and just see what you think. But you'll
do that
So
to
my
IT.
designer Jacques, who does all our stuff for Tech on Toast. I hate giving his name away because people will use him. But he is he found out about it the night he went out. And he came around me and went, "Have you seen it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he went, "Okay." And then he went off the phone. He went off. But he's actually come around to it thinking, do you know what? I can be faster and better at what I do with my head in this.
That's it.
Not this in my head.
I can do so much more work in a day because
Yeah.
I'm using AI to help speed up the process.
Yeah.
That it would be foolish to not lean into it, I think.
I'm just going to my next question here, Ruth. You're known for being deep in the data and creative in equal measure. How do you decide when a campaign needs a spreadsheet or when it needs a gut call? That's an AI
It
question.
always needs a gut call. I think you always know if an idea has legs or not
Yeah.
before sorting out. I think every project should have a spreadsheet. I've got to say it. I never do anything without putting it in a Gantt chart. And my team have layers and layers and layers of a Gantt chart.
Sarah built a beautiful Gantt chart last week, didn't you? Yeah.
I'm proud of you. But I do think that it keeps everyone on track. And I do think
You're
that
more gut than
yeah.
tech, aren't you?
Yeah. And I think that for me, it's like, you know if an idea is good or not. But you don't always know how to make it land and amplify it.
I think that's the thing that's bothered me most about. I love tech, don't get me wrong, it's our job, but I think I know me. I haven't changed in the way I operate in terms of how I can get stuff out quicker, right? But in terms of me, what I think looks nice and good or whatever, or what I like, I haven't changed my opinion, and tech won't change
And
me.
I think the only way that you should use tech to help that is to prove that you're right.
Yeah.
So have the gut feel, get inspired, make the plan.
And when it tells you
and
you're
then
wrong, just go,
sense check
bullshit,
it.
I'll check the other one.
I'm always like, oh, they've got a point. It's not going to work for this demographic. I hadn't thought of that. So how can then I tailor my idea to sort out both?
Yeah, I don't like feedback, Ruth, though, so, especially from a fucking
Feedback's
robot.
a gift, Chris.
Oh, where'd you get that from me? Feedback is a gift. What's a marketing moment in the last 12 months that you're really proud of that you put in your show reel?
Oh, my goodness.
Doesn't have to be. Let's go further back. Let's go last 5 years. Is there something that you've
Pilgrimage.
just? Yeah. Which one?
Pilgrimage 2.
Pilgrimage 2.
That was
that was the one. Yeah, the Sicily trip, is it? Or
It's
where'd you
the
go?
Naples trip.
Naples. Sorry. Yeah.
That was my proudest moment
Aw.
in marketing. I'd say since I've been at BlackRock, probably how seamlessly I was able to manage the sales and marketing team.
It's quite a big shift for you as well. I was saying to someone the other day, when you go from a job that's very creative, very new, everyone's going in different directions, you kind of just got to plow on and keep up with Tom and James, right? And like that, when that was growing, and then to go to a job that's very different in terms of you've got different brands to manage, different team, brand new.
Pace.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It must be really. And I think sometimes when you move jobs, it's a bit of a shock in it because you're quite confident in yourself, thinking I can do this. But then when you get there, it's like, oh.
Yeah, I was a bit overwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I also was a bit cocky when I first. I was like, oh, it's gonna be well easy.
You didn't say that internally, externally, did you, to people?
No.
No.
But I was a bit like, fucking hell, I've bitten off a lot.
But you're learning, you said.
I've learnt so much.
I think it's
And
super
I've never
important.
had sales experience before, so I'd never been a sales director or.
I'd buy off you.
Thank you.
People buy off people, though, like you just said.
And I was really scared that I'd be an absolute imposter, you know. But actually, a lot of sales things are very intuitive. And I said to Kathy from Pizza Pilgrims, who's their head of sales, I was like, got a newfound respect for you, Kathy.
Your job's easy.
Your job was a fucking nightmare. And I've like really found that out in the last 6 months, how intense it is.
No, it's quite weird doing that role as well, sales and marketing.
Yeah.
Because I know people it's very trips off the tongue, sales and marketing, doesn't it? Everyone thinks it should be together. But actually, they are two very different disciplines, or not? Because one is quite creative
I would say. And one's,
Very
I think
difficult
sales,
to
from
do.
what I see from the people who work for me, they get paid loads for a start, and loads of commission. But they, not that I'm twisted about it, but they seem to follow a pattern. They're quite, even if they're quite mad, like Chris, who works for us now, big Chris. He's a little bit crazy, but he's still quite rhythmic in the way he does it. You can see, I'm doing this to do that, to do this, to do that. Whereas I can't do that. I couldn't do that. Can you do that? I feel like your head's like mine.
Yeah, it's a bit of a scramble, but I've had to rein myself in. But bringing them together has given us power in the sense that, like, we're all working to the same objectives,
Yeah.
the same KPIs. And I think it's quite easy for sales and marketing teams to have a bit of friction because they just want to sell the space. I need X, Y, and Z. I need this, I need that. Marketing are like, bro, I'm just trying to have a nice time. Chill out.
Bro.
And, you know, there's like a real conflict of interest there.
Yeah.
But because we've merged the teams, it's almost like our sales team is now saying, this is what I need and this is what I think would make us more money. The marketing team are then able to brainstorm with them. So actually it's creating a bit more of a collaborative, creative environment.
It makes total sense to be together. What about ops? Got them involved yet?
Yeah, ops. To be honest, it's so easy at BlackRock.
Really?
Everyone's so
Not like Clive
nice
Watkins.
And because it's small. That Clive. So
Took a second.
everything. Yeah, I was like, oh, Clive. So yeah, everything's easy because they really care about it, and they've had to work on the marketing side before because it was such a small agency, and they've all been there for like 8 years. So actually, like, it's really easy to get them invested in it and excited about marketing and sales ideas because ultimately they just want really loved restaurants in Brighton that make money.
Love that. Right, last question for you, and then we'll send you on your way. If you could fix one thing about hospitality, how hospitality marketing works in the UK, snap of the fingers. What do you call it before? You said to me about a genie or something, or what's the thing you rub?
A lamp.
Aladdin. So if you could rub a lamp and fix something in hospitality marketing, what would you do? Give Jack Edge to free to everyone.
I think it's just how stressy people get. Like, guys, we are in a shitstorm, but if you panic, you make stupid decisions.
And is the panic coming from there or there?
I think it's coming from all
Everywhere.
Like,
Right, okay.
everyone's in a little bit of a flap at the moment.
Yeah.
And I think everyone just needs to chill out.
I do think that if you follow a plan, like, and I can
stay
feel
true to who
Sarah's
you are.
eyes burning through me when I say follow a plan. But I do think my overall plan is to, help people with tech, right? That's my job. So I think if you follow that North Star, as people call it, then you generally get there if you've got good people around you. And I think people are too quick making bad decisions. I think
They're panic decisions.
Yeah.
And I actually just think if you just stay true to what you were always trying to achieve, and you're patient and you trust your team, you will get better success than how reactive the industry is becoming because of sales. And so, yeah, I would just say the biggest thing that I think we could do is just stay
Chill
true
out.
to who you are. Chill the fuck out.
love that. I've never ended a podcast with chill the fuck out. That's brilliant. Ruth, if people want to say hi to you and see you on LinkedIn.
Just Ruth Carpenter on LinkedIn and you'll see BlackRock restaurants.
Right, okay. Well, that was the weirdest episode ever. We'll see you next week. Bye, Ruth.
Bye.